CMEXE.io is a 100% web and model-based production tracking system custom built for the construction industry, especially for the prefab sector, including facade, modular, mechanical, and timber. Traditionally, a 3D model built for a project is used to generate shop drawings as PDFs or DWG files, and some modeling softwares allow STEP or DXF file export to run the machines. The lifetime of such a model ends in the design phase, and sometimes even till the production phase. What if you had the option to extend the life of that 3D model beyond design to the fabrication, logistics, and installation phases as well? And in the process, capture all the relevant information regarding who, what, and when of a process carried out on an assembly or a part. Let's look at how a digital 3D BIM model is connected to the physical project execution using CMEXE.io. The model can be from any modeling software used in the industry such as Revit, Rhino, SketchUp, CATIA, Formc, to name a few. These softwares can export IFC and STEP file formats. Here I'm using CATIA. The model can be at any level of granularity, assembly or part level, depending on the extent of tracking you need to accomplish. For the purpose of this demo, I'm using a facade model with a few curtain walls which have detailed parts under each assembly. Let's export this model as a STEP file. Once you have the model exported as an IFC or STEP file format, log into the CMEXE app on your browser. To create a new project, click on the Create button. In the modal that pops up, define the name of the project. Select the choice of input. Here, as we have a 3D model, I'm going to select the 3D model option. You also have the option to define the BOM without a 3D model, which I will cover in a separate tutorial. The next step is to select the client name. Once done, click Create. Once you have created the project, the next step is to upload the 3D model that you just exported. Once the model is uploaded to the cloud, we do a cooking process where a bunch of information is gathered from the model and the file is optimized for browser viewing. The information we gather includes object name, geometry, similarity geometries, and dimensions. The time for this process varies depending on the file size of the model. Now that our model is ready, let's define the processes for the BOM generated from the model. To connect a process to the 3D BOM, we use type tags. You can define the commonly used types in your company with associated processes or workflows as a template and use them across multiple projects. For example, for a facade fabricator, there can be assembly types such as curtain wall, window wall, ACM panels, mega panels, etc., with a process defined for each type. One example of the process can be released from design, in fabrication, fabricated, shipped, installed, and final sign-off. Similarly, you can add part types to define the types of the components and the processes or workflows used for tracking those. Also, the raw materials for traceability. An example of raw material is the silicon batch used in the curtain wall assembly or the batch of aluminum extrusion. There are also cargo types that define the processes to track during the shipping phase. To connect the BOM and the workflows, you simply have to select the element from 3D model tree and select the relevant tag. Let's do a simple use case of tracking a curtain wall assembly through the assembly, shipment, and installation processes. As I have defined the tags in the company with generic workflows, just tagging is good enough to complete the project setup. But if you want to modify the workflows to fit the specific need of the project, for example, if the fabrication is being outsourced instead of in-house production, you can simply create a new workflow with the outsourced process. The final step is to add users to the roles responsible for each step in the process or workflow. You can either add individual users or add a team. You are now ready to start tracking. Press lock and start to finish the setup. Once the project is ready and complete, You can print QR codes generated by the system for each unique assemblies, parts, and cargo and scan them using any web-enabled device with a camera to update the status. Each status update has options to attach relevant documents, add comments to share information, flag an issue, or revert to a previous status for rework, facilitating collaboration and sharing of real-time information with all project stakeholders through the web. All the data collected is linked to the BOM from the 3D model and can be accessed on any smart device. If you have a 3D model and want to take advantage of CMEXE to track your production with that 3D model, or want to learn more about CMEXE, visit our website at cmexe.io and book a demo.